Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Tuesday. Happy Tuesday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going great. Had to get up super early today. Kids had dentist appointment, and so makes the day much longer. But today is still going to be cooking with Maddie series. We'll just do that. We'll put a little timer right here. You can go click to that if you just want to see the cooking part of today's video. But I thought I would share this morning something that I thought about because I took the kids to the dentist, and I thought, think of like all the options out there for healthcare and how healthcare is so ridiculously expensive. Yes, it is. And if you've got a job and it's like barely paying the bills, it's like to pay for medical insurance is a whole lot more. Like it's one of those things you decide, should I pay that or should I not? Do I eat or do I pay insurance? It's crazy. And so when I come across things in my life that I feel like are beneficial, I want to share them with you. So this one is, first thing, is something that we do, and this is Christian Healthcare Ministries. Not sponsored, just something that we use personally. So I know some other YouTubers that are self-employed, that's what they use for their family's insurance as well. And that's something we use, is Christian Healthcare Ministries. It's a biblical sharing medical ministry. So I'll put the link below. You can go read on it yourself. It's something we've used. It's one of those things that we don't go to the doctor like all the time. We don't have any long-term health issues. We don't have those kind of needs. We do go get our checkups, every so often and get checked up on things. Get the occasional need to call for an antibiotic or something. Not often. Not often do we do that. I think my kids, I want to say Evan had a prescription. I don't know, it was a few years ago. And the last time he had one was like way back. We lived in Michigan. He was like 6 years old. And I was like, oh wow, it's been a long time. So we don't just run to the doctor for every single thing. We rarely go on antibiotics. When we do, obviously we need them. And so fortunate that way. So that is something that we have opted for our family, is Christian Healthcare Ministries. And so it's what it is it's not insurance. So you don't get like deductibles, all those things like where you pay a little bit. No, you pay like a donation towards the ministry every single month that we use it, regardless if we use it or not. And then there's different levels and tiers that you can belong to. And I know like the higher tiers, you pay like a lesser amount, and then your deductible is a smaller amount. And so we have a lower tier just because we don't need it as much. And so we would pay a higher, I'm going to say deductible. It's not deductible. Basically, it's an amount that you would pay first before submitting your bills to them. So let's say we had some catastrophic event where we needed like a massive amount of medical bills came in, and it's like, oh my goodness, too much to take. Well, then I would be able to take those and submit them to them, and then they would review the case, go through it. You have to live a Christian lifestyle. They're not going to be paying your bills if you're drinking and driving, those kind of things that way. And so, but what they'll do is they will take it and then they will disperse it. If they approve it, disperse it among the members, and then part of that will get paid. And so very cool. I thought, it goes back to like the Bible, and where, in the book of Acts, where they shared everything together. And so I know when I first heard about it, I'm like, that's a great option. At first I was like, I don't know if I should do that. And then I was like, once I got out of that realm of thinking like, oh, you need to have insurance because that's what the world tells you. You need to have this. It's like, no, there are other alternatives. You just need to explore them. So Christian Healthcare Ministries is something we do. I'll leave a link below for if that's something that you are interested in doing. Go look at their website. Go read through it. I know Jan Morrell, she's done a couple of videos on hers and how she uses it for her family. So we are not having babies, so that's just not something where I would use all the time. But there are people that do have babies and have to go to the hospitals, all those things, and then have to have those extra bills and how they take care of them. So for me, we don't go. We just don't ever go. So it works out. It's something else we do for our dental is something, they don't have it here in North Carolina, but I've discovered they have it in South Carolina. So certain states have it. I remember living in Michigan and seeing it like at the dentist. If you go to your dentist, sometimes they have, here is a dental, I think a dental plan. I don't know. This one's Alliance Dental Plan is the one that we use. But it gives you discounts on your dental work and stuff. So it's not obviously full coverage of things, but it does include things. I was just looking at this. It says it has free exams, free x-rays. It's right away you go in, and it's a low fee. It is, and there's no claims. And there's no maximums, and you can include cosmetic and specialty services. So we have that. It's Alliance Dental Plan. That's just something we use. We can go down, it's like I go in and get my work done on my teeth, and it's like they don't like cap me at a certain amount. So just an alternative to insurance that insurance that you think you have to have. So something else that I came across that I thought was a really good idea for the medical community. So especially with the time that we've gone through in our past with the whole pandemic and the low supply chains and of certain antibiotics, things like that, and it got people into like a hysteria of not being able to get things. I came across this thing and I thought this was a really great idea, a great concept. So I have partnered with Jase Medical because I feel like this is something that's going to be beneficial for one of you. So especially over this last year through the pandemic and everything happening, there was like the need to get antibiotics was like, oh, the local supply chains are much smaller, or certain people own all of those antibiotics, and so there's going to be a decrease in them. Or let's just say that you are like not able to get any kind of medical supplies, and it's something simple for your child that they just need an antibiotic for, and then it's going to help them. And so what if you get caught in that situation where you're not able to do that? So I thought this was a really great thing that you can do. So what it is, you go online and you do an online visit, just like you would do like the telephone call with a physician. Have you ever had that? I know like my Greg's old insurance, you could do a phone call with somebody, it'd be a little bit cheaper. So this, you do an online board certified physician, and they'll give you like a short evaluation for your needs and things like that. And then what they'll do, your delivery of your medicine will be sent directly to you from their pharmacy network. So what they do is they send you this little Jase case right here, and inside it's got 5 different antibiotics, which is, used to treat many things, and then they give you this little emergency antibiotic guide. So you can kind of go through your book here, and let's say you have, obviously it tells you the different things you have. They're like the basic things. So amoxicillin, like if you need amoxicillin, if you get a sinus infection, right? Sinusitis, amoxicillin for that. Azithromycin, that's for like a urinary tract infection, traveler's diarrhea, pneumonia, those kind of things. These other ones are ciprofloxacin is used to treat like anthrax exposure, plague exposure, and there's just different ones like doxycycline, all these words here, skin infection, all these words I can't pronounce. But different things like a vaginal, like a yeast infection, things like that. It goes through, I think that it's very cool. Different bite wounds, like if you get bit by animals and that. I just think that's awesome, because if you're not, and here it goes through every single one, if you're pregnant, breastfeeding, how to take it, the different, tells you exactly how to take it with it, which is I thought, like genius. I thought that's genius, because when you're hit with a medical emergency, it's like, what do you do? I know there was a time that we didn't have insurance way back in the day, and I was like, and I got like a bladder infection. I'm like, oh my goodness, what do I do? Like it was like a lot of money to call the doctor, and the prescription at the pharmacy, it wasn't going to cost very much. And I thought, how am I going to get that? I'm going to have to pay for a visit. I'm not going to be able to afford it. And then it makes you go, okay, I wish I could do this. So this is cool because you get this whole little pack. So what's great to do is you can get this and have it on hand, and then you have it for you or your family for any kind of medical needs. So just something like, I'm not big on prepping. I know there's a lot of people out there that will prep food, they'll prep all those things for the home, but like medical care, that's like a huge, huge thing. It's like, what do you do when you can't get rid of a sinus infection? What do you do when you have a bladder or urinary infection, you can't get rid of it? That's having the antibiotics on hand would be very, very helpful. So I thought this was a very cool thing that you can get right from your home. Like I've never even known they did something like that. I always thought you just had to go to the doctor to do things. I know that there's clinics you can go to that are a little bit cheaper. Like sometimes like CVS has a clinic, things like that. But I didn't know you could just go online with somebody and then they'd ship them right to your house. So very cool. I thought that was a very cool concept. So I was happy to partner with Jase today, because I thought that's a pretty good informative thing for someone out there that might need this kind of medication, antibiotics in their home to take care of their family in any kind of situation that may arise. If you're like me, you hear things and you're like, oh, is that a legal thing to do? Is that a good thing to do? So first thing I did was go to Google when I had the company contact me, and I went and let me look this up. So I typed in Jase medical reviews, and they do a couple people that have done reviews on videos on them, and then they go through the different people that would review them, like from actual consumers and actual people, and everybody I've seen is like a good, almost a 5-star, 4.5-star thing. So 4.5 to 5-star thing, which there's always a percentage someone's not going to be happy. So I thought that was a very cool concept, and I wanted to share with you guys, because you never know who it will help or save. Someone may watch this and go, oh, that's something like I would like to in my family, because not everybody has access to a doctor. Not everybody has access to, being able to get prescriptions, or maybe you're gonna be traveling or be out or disconnect yourself from the world, which I understand. but it's like you can have certain medicines on hand is a very helpful thing to do. So I thought that was I just thought this was a great concept. I'll share things with you guys that I come across, and I'm like, this to me was a great thing. So I'll put everything link below for this too, and you can check it out and see if that would be a fit for you. So, all right, let's get started with our day. We are ready for some food making with Maddie. You guys ready for some food making with Maddie? All right, let's go.
Hey guys, hope you have a great day. All right, today is cooking with Madeline.
Cooking with Madeline. So this is the part of the video where Madeline cooks with you. So this is our home ec series. It's just getting parents, or not even parents, older people, mentors, to cook with children. Like, it can be fun. It can be good to go. You don't have to do.
It can be messy.
It can be messy. It can be. It's just getting in the kitchen and helping them to learn to cook. Because you know what? If you don't do anything else in life, if Madeline never learned to read, Madeline never learned to add or subtract.
I would be a couch potato.
Well, but she is still going to have to learn to eat, how to cook, because she's going to have to eat somehow. So unless she bought everything at the store, but she still is going to have to make some food one day. So that's why we're cooking today. So we were sitting there last night and I'm like, what are we going to make today? So we're kind of eating out of our pantries and refrigerators, all that things food-wise. And I thought, we have some eggs that we have to use up. So I thought, why don't we do breakfast? Breakfast for dinner. We haven't had breakfast for dinner a long time. And I thought that would be a good way to get her to do some eggs. And she wants to do pancakes. She loves pancakes, and so she wants to do pancakes, and I just did pancakes yesterday, but they ate those all up, so she wanted to do some more. And then I was looking for desserts. I know we don't really need dessert with breakfast, but I forgot I got these at the discount store last week. I'm like, oh, we should have made those. So we're actually going to be heading out this afternoon. I thought it'd be fun to have a couple extra ones of these so we can take them to go see someone special. We can say that, right? Little Samuel. Samuel doesn't eat them, but for Lauren, we can take them to Lauren. So it'll be good. So these are real simple. These are just cookie cups. So this, I thought she's going to start this right away, and then we'll start the breakfast food. So it looks like it's just, I'm just looking here. It's just cookie mix, and you're going to put it in a muffin tin and push it down. So that, I guess it'd be really neat if you did small ones too, like mini bites, but we'll just do bigger ones. That sounds good, right? Make like a whole cookie. So we're going to follow the recipe on the screen. It's going to be a great day. You ready? All right, first thing first, we always heat what?
Heat the oven. Because if you don't heat the oven, your thing's going to be crusty. Not
crusty. Well, yes, it could be crusty. Yeah, you're right, because it'll melt, and then it'll kind of burn. So you're right, it will be crusty. So our temperature.
And it will not cookie.
It won't, not your baking knife. So baking knife. So on the back of the box here, it tells her what she needs to put it on.
So you press the button that says bake.
Oh, actually, right here. This, I'm sorry, I just pointed to this one. It's 350, yeah, 350. Pretty much everything's at 350. And so it's muffin cups, so it actually is muffin liners. So we're gonna get out our big giant over here. We have silicone liners, so we have a whole.
Get these.
These are great. I need to purchase some more because I'm almost out of the regular ones because we use them and the kids throw them away and all those good things. So she's gonna get a big giant, just one of them. You'll need a 24 pack. They're stuck together. So we're gonna put these in here. And then it looks like you just mix it up with melted butter and water. Really, really simple. So let's get the butter out. She's gonna put the liners in here. It's gonna be great. Okay, as she's doing this, I'm like, I'm gonna order more liners. I used to have a gazillion of these, and I've got some different shape ones, but they just get gone. So we're actually gonna do a side note right here, and we're just gonna order some silicone liners. So this is good. So
not sponsored.
Not sponsored by Amazon. We're just gonna purchase them because we like Amazon. So this is just, you open this up and you put the cookie mix, melted butter, and water. So what you gotta do is right here, it tells you right here, a third cup. So you gotta look at the package before you open it. And you gotta find where it tells you. The great thing about butter is the measurements are on the side. So a third of a cup. So is how many? Read how many.
What?
See that number?
5.
5 and a third tablespoons. So it's 1, 2, 3,
4, 5.
And then about a third. So we're gonna have to kind of cut that. You're gonna put that in the measuring cup, and then you're gonna do another one too, because you have to double it. Yep. This would be good for a big giant tripod up in the middle of my ceiling. So when you do things in the microwave, glass is the way to go. You don't want to melt butter and anything metal. We've had too much. Oh, it's actually the big piece.
You said
sorry. Apologize. It's the 5 and a third teaspoons. So we put that in there, and then go ahead and do the other one as well.
This one?
Yep. The other pack, the other one we gotta measure out. Because we're doing, look what we're doing. 2 boxes. So we're not doing small size here, Maddie. So kind of 5 1/3. Okay, so she's got her butter here. We put some what's gonna happen when we put that in the microwave? The butter is going to do what?
It's gonna explode.
It's gonna explode in there, and since my microwave lid got melted, we don't have it anymore.
I caught a liddy.
So we have to cover it somehow. So I just had to grab this little plastic lid and we're gonna put it up. So we're gonna put that in the microwave. Probably about
Use
30.
what you have to use.
You do what you gotta do. You can cover it with paper, but I feel like the paper shoots off there, so that works out really good. So just put in for like 30 seconds and we'll take it. Amazon right here. You guys always ask, which ones do you use? Right here. It's the Amazon Basic Store. These you get 24 for $8. That's a deal. So I'm gonna get some of those because we use these a lot. They last a long time.
Do you need the knife?
Nope, you can throw those all away. Some of these are a little bit thicker. I don't know which ones because they're not actually marked, but I mean, they still all do a good thing. So we're gonna get all this out and then keep going. Okay, place your order on Amazon. That's the great thing. Okay, butter's all ready. She's getting that out over here. That's good. So this is real simple. I'm just looking at this. $9.11. Place your order. Always double check to make sure and deliver. Okay, so you're gonna open up your cookie box and then probably grab, let me get you some scissors. And then while she's doing that, I'm gonna go over to my sink here and put dishes in the dishwasher because I have not done that today. So she's gonna open this and you basically put the cookie mix in here and then with the butter, and it's a tablespoon of water for each box.
Ooh, it comes with...
It came with, look at it.
It
came with the liners.
Let's use these.
Well, you know what we're gonna use
so
these?
Cute.
You know what I need? Someone has a birthday tomorrow.
Mr.
Steven, he's over.
Happy birthday.
There he is, happy birthday. We're actually gonna film his birthday tomorrow, and I was going to go to the store today and purchase some cupcake liner. Well, that was something I was gonna do, but now I don't have to because I have them, so that actually works out good. We're gonna save those for tomorrow. All right, so
That'll be good.
that's a good thing.
That
Okay, so
worked out.
she's just gonna mix this. See how this is the cookie mix? And this is fudge. Oh, and sprinkles. So here, grab the other
Ew,
one.
it came with the whole packet.
It's got everything here.
So fancy.
So good. Okay, so we learned like, hey, it's stuck in there. That's not gonna work. So probably a spoon will work really good. So maybe grab a butter knife out. Just kind of scrape it out. That works. It's live and learn. How many times has somebody done that? Plenty of times. Will it work like this? Just take your, just kind of go like, it's not gonna be all of it, but most of it. Okay, go grab either a metal spoon or a wooden spoon. What do you like to stir with? So she mixed that really, really well. So what I would do now, it says to drop it in the muffin tin. I would take our little scoop right here, because these are tiny, and I would just drop one in each cup. Then you know how much you have left. You should be able to have, I think it says 12, right? Yeah, so, and then we'll make sure we have enough. So just do like one exact. There you go, in each one, and then we'll flatten them after. So go ahead and do that. And all she does is press it to flatten it. Okay, she's got the cookies all pushed down, so it says when it comes out to push down to make like a divot in the middle of them to put the fudge sauce in. So I'm gonna have to look, I thought maybe like the thing for the blender that goes in there, maybe that'll make a nice little circle. So you put this in the oven for 12 minutes. But stick it in. Yeah, we can put them in the oven. There we go. Nice and hot. Perfect. Okay, we'll put the timer in, we'll wait for that.
Oh,
Maxine got outside. Hold on. Okay, so those are in the oven. I found the tool. This right here, I feel like would make a perfect little indent for the fudge sauce. So she wanted to make pancakes. So pancakes are easy things. So I have it in bulk right here in a jar, which does not have the directions. So I pulled out a package of pancake and waffle mix to show her how many to make. So on the back of pancakes, it tells you how many to make. It'll make 5 to 7, 10 to 14. We make more like 15 to 21. 3 cups. So you're gonna add 3 cups of pancake mix and 2 cups of water. So that's gonna be easy. She's gonna put it in the bowl. Here's my pancake. This sells pancake and waffle mix. As long as you know it's roughly in there. That looks good. Put that in there. Perfect. This is really good mix. This one I bought at my discount store. It's really good. Well, make sure you probably want to do a little bit more because you want it nice and at the top. There you go. Who knows where the measuring cups are? We had a glass one. It's missing, so I'm like, instead of trying to find it, we'll just add 2 cups of water. So she's gonna put 2 in here. Easy enough. Pancakes are good. You can also make these from scratch, which is a really easy way to do it, but we just have the mix, so we can just mix it that way. Perfect. And then you can use that. You could actually use the little whisker for this. It won't get stuck like the other one. So for pancakes, I always add either vanilla or maple. Let me see if I have maple flavored.
Maple.
Oh, I do.
It actually did get stuck.
Here. Maple is really good. Just kind of squeeze them in there. It's really good. Like maple syrup. Oh, apron. Okay, so now she's gonna mix this here. She's gotta mix real good.
Wear an apron.
Wear an apron, which we have in the thing. She just has to put them on. So she's gotta mix it around to get that thickness out of there.
Don't mix too long.
Kind of shake your little things, like pound your little thing to get that all up your thing too.
Oh,
It's like just gently. There you go. And then mix it up that way while you're doing it. All right, when you're mixing, what I did yesterday, I did make sure I went around all the edges, and when I pulled out my first scoop of batter, it had a bunch of powdered cake, so make sure it's real good around all the edges, like when you go down at the bottom especially, like all the way around, especially in the very bottom. Because a lot of that will stick, and then you'll scoop it out, and you're like, ew, why does it have powder? It's because it wasn't mixed, so just a real good hard. You have to put muscles into it. One last time, Hetty. Go for it. Very good. Push through it. Push through it. It's hard.
well, there's like 1,000 little.
Well, lumps are okay. For a batter for this, lumps are okay. Because it will go. You're doing good. That looks good. All right. Scrape it off, and then I use my little cookie scooper, the big one, to pour it out. So you can just pound it off and put it in the sink.
One more time.
Good job. One more time. Power through.
It's fun.
That's good.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so now I was asking her, I'm like, do you want to light this now? My middle one just will not start just by turning it on. Not usually. For whatever reason, we just don't use that much. So I told you you have to light it with the lighter. So when you do that, if you turn this on like that, tick, 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 you know what's being released? Gas. So if you go to light your lighter right now, the gas is floating around here right now. So it's gonna go floof in your hand. So if you let that go, either turn your exhaust fan on for a minute, blow it to get it out of the area before you light it. Because when you go to light it, it should be kind of out of the air. It's just because it's gas right there. So yesterday I had it on for a long time. I had it on, I thought it lit. And I walked away and I came back, I'm like, what's that smell? I'm like, oh. So I turn my exhaust fan on and it'll suck all the gas out. So if you light it, and just start your lighter like on one side. See how that lit? All the way around. And that's perfect.
I just don't.
And that's quite all right.
I can do the long lighters.
You can do that, yeah, you can do the long one. So this is good right here. So we need to get some, what do we do, coconut oil? I did olive oil yesterday. Not the spray, we'll do the, go in the back there and just grab the olive oil. You can use any kind of oil in here, vegetable oil, any kind of oil, coconut oil. This is grapeseed oil. Just a little bit, just so it doesn't stick.
Just tell me what to stop.
Think of like one more of those. That's good. And then I just take my little flipper right there and just kind of spread it out on there. And if you let this heat up properly, I did not yesterday, and then it was kind of got gooey. So I'm going to let this get warm for a few minutes, just kind of spread it out a little bit, just so it goes through all the edges there. There you go. And then we're going to let it heat up, and then we're going to put the batter on it. Okay, the pan is ready. So I showed her how to do it. Is if you take like a little bit of water and put on there, it'll sizzle, then you know that it's ready to roll. So she's gonna do some pancakes on here, and their cookies are gonna be done in the oven too. We'll be taking those out. So we've got, well, there we go, one little right there. Breakfast foods are really easy for kids to make, like as their, like one of their first home ec things, because they usually always like pancakes, they usually always like eggs. Usually, can't say everybody, but most of them do. So it's like just a nice, yummy, easy thing to make, and easy. Whip it up. I mean, especially from a mix, it's really easy versus like even homemade isn't too hard either. So this is perfect. All right, we'll let these cook.
And if you have one of these, don't do that.
I know. Kara, it's okay if you want. Just remember they're gonna drop everything next to your stove, and that's okay.
Make sure if you have one of these pans, make sure you don't get any on the side.
Yes, like don't go down a little divot here. So it's good.
And how you know it will stop bubbling on the
Good
side.
job. Maddie's an expert pancake maker. She makes them for our Christmas breakfast each year. Looking good. All right, we're doing a little trial and error here. So I've shown her like if it goes to slide off, you use the side of the pan to flip it, but it's going. It's doing good. Okay, it's crunch time. The cookies are done, and we gotta get another batch of pancakes on here. So she's gonna put the pancakes on, and then get the oven out and get out the cookies, because we have to push them down before they cool. So I'm gonna get these little trivets here, put them down, and she is going to do the oven.
Get an extra one.
Get an extra one just in case. We know about the oven.
No, I'm telling
Oh,
you.
me? Oh, she got me. Mom, you get one. I get this. Okay, I got it. Looking good. Okay, so we're taking this out, putting it right over here. She's got this. This might be a little easier to grab. You got this, Maddie. She's like a pro. Look how good she is. Yes, you are. You're doing great.
It's a huge pan.
You can grab
And
it.
this is metal. I don't want to be like.
It is a little heavier. We'll do two hands. Right here. Okay. Let go with one hand. Okay, this we're to do real quick. So I think she's gonna just smush it down just a little bit. Push down a little bit more. Let go down.
Try to do it faster.
Okay. Go ahead. She's got this. While she's doing that, I'm going to knead her fudge, because this has to go in the middle. It says to
Well, I want to do
squeeze
the
it.
fudge, but
Oh, you're going to do it all?
But it's going to burn the pancakes.
Oh, no. I'll flip. We'll multitask here, Maddie. We're going to flip together.
Or are we just waiting?
Perfect. No, she's going to do fudge. I just have to squeeze it around to get it soft. Now you do squeeze the fudge in there. I bet you these are going to be really, really good. I think you're good. I don't think we're going to have burnt pancakes. I think we're going to look good. Okay. All right, multitask. Here she comes. She's coming over here. She's going to flip the pancakes real quick like. I'm going to get all her stuff ready for her over here. Who else has dropped a pancake? Everybody, leave something in the comment. Have you ever flopped a pancake and made it flop? Absolutely. Okay, let's go back to cookies. These are way better. Okay, so this you just squeeze into the cookies. Okay, these look delicious. Look at that. Those look so cute. All right, we got our last batch of pancakes over here. I think our last batch probably. This did really good. Even the one that flopped to the side, I still was able to save it. And people, she rolled her eyes, but everybody flops a pancake. I still flop a pancake. I just did yesterday's video flop a pancake. So, you know, everybody flops a pancake. That's just part of human pancake making. So this is really good. So this will be good. And then mini pancakes. And then I think we're gonna do some scrambled eggs. I said, well, maybe we can even do breakfast burritos, but she said maybe we'll do more like a breakfast bar. If they wanna make the burritos, they can. So this is really good this way. These look so delicious. I want to try one. Do you wanna try one?
I do indeed.
I do.
I feel like it would be like too much just, well.
Look at that.
It's really small.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
It's melty fudge, but you wanna try some? I'm gonna try one. Oh, I like cold cookies. So I probably will like this after it gets cold. Be really good like chocolate chip cookies and just put some fudge in the middle. That's pretty good. Not bad. That's just really chocolatey. Okay, we're gonna keep making the pancakes. So we're going to do like the egg portion of it. So you can do anything. You can do breakfast burritos, you can do scrambled eggs, but I'm thinking we'll do like a egg bar. So we've got crumbled pork sausage. The kids like this. And then we've got a little bit of ham left over that we have to use up. So I thought maybe
Lunch meat ham, you can cut it up, you can do whatever you please.
And then some bacon. So I'm gonna have her chop up some ham. And then this is already all cooked, but we're gonna put it on the frying pan over here and just let it just heat up with the, you know, the grease from the meat. And then we'll put that in a little glass bowl, and then she can whip up her eggs to do for scrambled eggs.
Fried bologna. Fried bologna is so good.
It's so good. I don't have any fried bologna. So it's okay. That's a piece of cheese. Okay, she's gonna chop this up. So here we're over in the stove. So this you can turn on. You don't mind doing the stove.
Wait. No, it's this one. Okay, I was like...
You can always tell by the picture that we leave it right here. So you want to keep it on medium. So you're going to put all of your meat here in the pan because the meat has enough fat on it to make it go. So go ahead and dump all the sausage and the ham, and we'll put some bacon in there. This is lunch meat, just really good to add in there. Looking good. If you have a lot of lunch meat in extra and it's going to go bad, stick in the freezer. That's a really good way. Or chop it up beforehand and then freeze it. I know we've done that and that works well to put in eggs. You can add all that. A lot of sausage, but we have a lot of this. I got those real cheap. So that'll be good. And then she's add some bacon. We won't add all the bacon, but...
No, we'll need... The pan is pretty cute for steak when we make tiny foods.
Oh yeah, it's what they use for steak for the tiny foods. You can add like a bunch more. It's a big handful. That's good, right? Okay, then we'll just make that. I think we have to go get a spatula over there. And then just kind of heat this up on the stove. It's already heated, so it won't be too, I mean, it's already cooked. It just needs to be heated. I gave her a little tip. I said, she went, ooh, because she dropped some on the counter. I said, your goal is going to be to move your dishes as close as you can to one another while you're scooping. You're going to drop some. That's going to happen. But the closer you put things together, the less mess you'll have. So, because otherwise things get dropped down and you got to clean. So if you point out, like I know I had my girls doing pancakes for a long time, and I would just go and I'd clean up afterwards, and then there would be constant drip across the whole, not down, but I never said anything like, you need to move the bowl close to it. So live and learn, like put it as close to the least amount of mess possible, because when food gets caked on, it's a whole lot harder to clean up than doing it this way. So if you put it real close, that helps. So this is good. So she's got a nice little bowl here. So then she's gonna take them over to this counter over here, and we're gonna crack some eggs.
Good.
The meat is so good, she says. So her eggs, she's got them out here, so we're just gonna pour this in here. You can add milk to it if you want. We're not going to, or water, make them fluffier, but we're just gonna do plain old eggs and put some salt and pepper. So she's gonna pour this in. And eggs are one of those things, if you keep it down at a lower temperature, it will not stick. And you just gotta keep making sure they'll cook for a few minutes, and you'll start scraping the bottom of your pan, and it makes scrambled eggs really, really simple. So you can put some salt and pepper on there. That's perfect. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna head out the door here in a little bit, and then we'll come home and eat this tonight. So we're gonna have eggs. It's gonna be so good. Eggs they can put on a thing. I'll pull out shredded cheese. We have this little meat mixture. There's salsa if they want as well. And then I have a lot of tortillas. I don't know why I bought a lot of tortillas, but I did. So
probably were like, oh, we don't have tortillas at home.
well,
Let's buy some.
there's a lot. So each package is opened up. So one has been taken from each. So I'm like, we need to focus on one.
Of course it is.
So we'll have those out, and then we'll have pancakes tonight for dinner. So that's gonna be really good. So we'll show you our spread when we get home tonight for all the food. But this is looking good. Simple and easy breakfast. An easy way to introduce your child to making food is make some breakfast foods. Is good to go. Waffles would be really fun to make too. You
I
need
think
a fun little waffle
breakfast is
maker.
probably like the easiest.
Yeah, I think that's like one of the first things they learn to make is eggs, right? One of the first things you do is eggs. So see how that's nice and cooked? You can shut it off. That looks perfect. And then we're gonna put ours. Actually, let me get a little bowl over here. We'll put it in here because we're just gonna put it right in the refrigerator, and then we'll put that right close to it, as close as you can, so it doesn't spill. And then there's the eggs, and they can have the eggs with like a breakfast burrito or whatever they'd like. So this looks really good. Good job, Manny. Great job on breakfast foods.
Well, thank you for teaching me.
Hey, no, I think she already knew how to make this stuff. Didn't have to teach her too much on this. Easy. And then guess what? We can have leftovers for breakfast tomorrow if it doesn't get eaten up today.
Oh, yeah.
Which works out really, really good.
I mean, I might eat the whole thing of meat.
I know. The meat's pretty good. Like, this is always
I took a fork and just like.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's really good. Look at that. Perfect.
Okay.
All right, so here's our egg mixture. We will show you what the finished product looks like tonight when we get back from our run. So that was our dinner. We went away this afternoon, got some running done, and then home for the evening. It's dreary, rainy, yucky. So we're just gonna end the day just kind of chilling and relaxing. Maybe watch some movies, snuggling up. It's a little cold. It's a little cold outside. So you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. Remember, you are designed, created, and selected by God to do great, wonderful things. I'm gonna see you guys in tomorrow with another video. Tomorrow, we got a preview. They don't really know what's going on, but the preview is, if you had to guess, it's somebody's birthday, okay? Have I talked about the birthday? Don't talk. Oh, have you talked? Okay, it's Steven's. I was gonna show like his favorite treats, Takis, but I didn't know. So come back tomorrow. We're gonna celebrate Steven's 10th birthday. So have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.